morning. We're Next Level Consulting. Take it away, Autumn.
Thank you, Luke. Have you ever met someone who stays calm in chaos, listens more than they speak, and always seems to bring a sense of peace in the room? That's the power of white personality. What do you think about when you think of white? You might think it's bland or colorless, but that's white personality is much more than that. It represents calmness, logic, peaceful, kindness and patience and independence, brings clarity and balance to any situation, strengths, seeking clarity, values inner harmony, listens deeply and makes logical decisions. Weaknesses can be avoid conflict, can be passive, struggles with expressing emotion. Communication styles can be quiet but thoughtful, prefers meaningful conversations, listens more than they speak. Luke, could you talk about what character that we decided on?
Definitely. So, as we were thinking about characters that would fit into the white color code, we chose Lisa Simpson to represent Harmon's white color code because throughout the show, she shows that she is logical and intelligent. Lisa is highly intellectual, rational, and analytical, and always seeking knowledge and the truth throughout the show. Furthermore, Lisa is peace-seeking. Unlike her brother Bart or her dad Homer, she often avoids direct conflict and prefers to solve problems with reason rather than aggression. Furthermore, Lisa is an independent thinker. She stands by her own beliefs and carves her own path. This can be shown in the show when she becomes a vegetarian, a Buddhist, or an environmental activist when the rest of Springfield does not. Finally, Lisa is thoughtful and kind. Lisa always considers the implications of her actions and how they affect others. She values justice and fairness, always fighting for causes she believes in without necessary aggression, even when this can be shown when she exposed corporate gender roles and stood up for the freedom of the press. Take it away, Kaya.
Well, I'll be touching on verbal communication. Unlike characters who use forceful or manipulative tactics, Lisa relies on reason, evidence, and appeals to morality. This aligns with the white personality dislikes of direct confrontation. Even when frustrated, she tries to persuade rather than overpower, showing the patience in discussion. For example, we will see in a later video where she overcomes her emotions for Bart. While Lisa generally avoids aggressive language, she sometimes employs sarcasm or dry wit, not in an abrasive or cutting way, but as a means to subtly express frustration while maintaining composure, as she is, at the end of the day, a kid. This reflects the white personality's tendency to resist direct emotional outbursts. Additionally, Lisa adjusts her verbal approach with adults, with her peers, and with authority figures, switching from precise and well-articulated language to a more casual presentation in front of her brother. She often uses complex sentence structures and advanced vocabulary, reflecting her intellectual nature and love for knowledge. Unlike her brother Bart, who speaks in slang and informal phrases, Lisa's syntax is precise, reinforcing her analytical mindset. Next is Julia to take away on this nonverbal communication.
Lisa Simpson's communication style is a perfect example of how nonverbal cues can reflect personality. As a character with strong white personality traits, calmness, neutrality, and a desire for peace, Lisa's body language, tone, and gestures all reinforce her thoughtful and non-confrontational nature. First, consider her tone, pitch, and inflection. Lisa speaks in a calm, measured tone, rarely raising her voice or using sharp emphasis. Her steady pitch communicates sincerity and thoughtfulness, ensuring that her words are received as intended. She avoids confrontation not by staying silent, but by speaking with clarity and reason. Her facial expressions also reflect this peaceful demeanor. Lisa often keeps her expressions neutral, though she may tilt her head or raise an eyebrow to show curiosity or understanding. Instead of reacting with frustration or anger, she processes emotions internally, preferring reflection over impulsive displays. Lisa's body language, body posture, and movement further enforce her composed nature. She carries herself with an air of quiet confidence, avoiding exaggerated gestures or overly asserted stances. She doesn't invade personal space or use dominant movements. Instead, she remains open, collected, and receptive to those around her. In terms of prometrics, Lisa respects personal space, maintaining a comfortable distance in conversations. She avoids being physically imposing, which aligns with the white personality's preference for harmony and non-threatening interactions. When it comes to gestures, Lisa uses small, controlled hand movements to emphasize points in a way that enhances clarity without drawing unnecessary attention. Her gestures are subtle, reinforcing her intelligent and considerate communication style. Ultimately, Lisa Simpson's nonverbal communication mirrors the traits of a white personality: peaceful, composed, and reflective. She ensures that her message is not just spoken, but truly received, fostering a connection and clarity in every interaction. Next, we're going to have Carly with some clips.
So in this first clip, it is a future set episode which shows Lisa's intellect and independence, and they really shine in that first one.
For the wedding? It's traditional.
What about my family's tradition?
Surely you don't want me to wear those in front of my parents and their friends.
But you promised my dad you would.
I was just humoring him, Tom. Actually, it frightens me a bit.
I know they look a little silly, but his feelings will be hurt if you don't wear them.
Fine. I must say you were right. This has been quite trying. You know, I've been tempted to enjoy your family on a personal level, on an ironic level, as a novel.
So in this first clip, it is a future episode where Lisa is getting married, but she refuses to fit into her fiance's world, which shows her self-sufficiency and her inner peace. And then at the end of the wedding, and before she ends up getting married, she ends up walking away calmly rather than causing a dramatic confrontation, which really shines the white personality in Lisa. And then we have one more clip.
Dear Log, my brother is still missing, and maybe it's my fault because I failed to take his abuse with good humor. I miss him so much already. Let me go. No. Hey, Lisa, it's me, Bart. Bart, where are you? I'm on the roof.
So this episode is where Lisa creates a meaningful Thanksgiving centerpiece, but Bart accidentally destroys it. And instead of lashing out and getting mad, she decides to internalize her feelings, and she does this by journaling and taking alone time in her room, which really shows a white personality's reflective nature. And journaling instead of yelling at him shows that she stays calm and does not want the conflict. She ends up later forgiving Bart, which demonstrates her need for peace over conflict, which is constantly reflected in white personality traits. And then moving on to our conclusion.
To conclude again, when thinking of white, it may seem like nothing. However, think again and see that there are layers that break down. There's a spectrum of colors that are already there. White personality has both strengths, weaknesses. Following this logic, we chose Lisa Simpson as an example demonstrating both verbal and non-verbal communication. Thank you.
Lisa, we're almost